Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to my live stream. It is February the 26th, it's a Wednesday, and we are going to draw Ignas Pleiades, Red Panda's Inflated Ego today. And Ignas has shared so many amazing reference photos in the Kanyo group chat, and I think a lot of the most outstanding, remarkable paintings that I remember consistently, there are so many paintings of Ignas and drawings that really stick in my mind. There are so many people painting so many people, and so many people sharing great references, and I can think of a lot of other people that have been painted a lot. But yeah, Ignas's references are so cool. And we painted Ignas in my watercolor course, and I've asked a few times, and he's just like, yeah, you can draw me whenever you want to. So I'm really happy to draw you again today, Ignas. We got to meet in Antwerp almost 2 years ago. And now we're gonna draw with line. Hello, Kiki. Hi, Beth, Gabriela, Cindy, Berta, Ingrid, Rachel, Klaus. Klaus is already in there with the drawing hand emoji. Uta, Sabra just did a live stream. So nice to see you all here. Let's draw, shall we? So I'm on my ink page, but I'm doing this reduced line concept. And if you recall, a couple of days ago, Medado Rosso in pencil, it was so cool, and I loved the shadow shapes so much. And Ignas has some really good shadow shapes in this image, and I have had a screenshot of this reference photo for so long, and now we get to draw, so that's cool. I would love to know what you're drawing with. Someone asked yesterday, so I tell you, this is a Stabilo 0.88 fine 0,4 fine liner pen. That's what I'm working with, of the uniform line style of line work. This is a pen that I really enjoy. Hello, Hanna-Marie. What pen do you love? If you're doing line drawing, what is a tool that you really like? You can tell me in the live chat. Hi Maya, and you can also tell me in the comments in the replay. You can also hit the like button, subscribe, put some love hearts in, all of the things that you can do. You can do them all. So let's start drawing. I'm gonna have to keep this to under 20 minutes, because I'm about to have a mentorship call after this, and I may need a moment to switch modes of drawing here to then being present and focus for that call, which I'm really looking forward to. So put my little timer on here and see how we go. Yesterday's I also really enjoyed. It was so reduced. Maybe I feel like there's a lot more going on here. It's gonna take longer, but I'm gonna set the 6-minute timer again anyway. They're already drawing hands, and we're not even at the end. Haven't even started. All right, let's go. Glasses. It's been a few days since we drew glasses. I think Masana was maybe the last pair of glasses, the last face wearing glasses that we drew. It was sometime in January. We spent like a couple of weeks drawing glasses, lots of glasses. So if you feel challenged by drawing glasses, then go check out those replays, because we really embrace that challenge, and I think they can be really helpful drawing tools. When there are glasses, I often start with the glasses. I don't have any sequential rules for where I start and how I draw, but often I find myself starting with glasses if there are glasses. Because here, we just see in this frame, it just helps you decide where to put things. You can be like, I'll put that eyebrow there, and it's like coming over here, and then I love where there's these like little like broken profiles because of the distortion of the lenses. There's just so much I like about glasses. I like being able to see also. And I think in the very near future I'll be getting some new glasses. Lewis is here. Hello, Lewis. Who else is here? I'm sure there's someone who hasn't said hello yet. Even if you've never spoken up, you're always welcome. However you're here, thank you for being here. So I was thinking about the Madaro Rosso reference, which was so much fun, and you all did so many cool versions of that portrait, and I just enjoyed so much the shadow shape. Like, it was so, ended up with such a reduced shadow shape drawing, which got me thinking about this idea of pure line and the idea of reduction and the whole kind of less is more thing. That was really interesting, and I feel like it kind of made some of this exploration of pure line the last couple of weeks, made some things kind of click into place with that. Because of like, what is pure line? What does it mean? How do we use it? Like, and that piece was a really interesting example. So here I'm really looking at isolating the shadow shape and just drawing big blocks of shape and keeping it. I'm not going to fill in any of the shadow either. So this may look a bit interesting compared to the reference photo, because there's just not going to be that strong contrast. But it's interesting because Ignace does a lot of really cool line work. Everyone go check out Red Panda's Inflated Ego on Instagram. Very cool work, and a very lovely person. I'm really happy that we were able to meet in 2023 in Antwerp. And I was 3 minutes late to this live stream. Hello, Elissa. Thumbs up. Hi, Lucas. You're nice. Thank you for the nice. So I was 3 minutes late because I was reading a Zelda manga with my child. And I remember when we met, when I met Ignace, that he, I think it was after the exhibition in Antwerp, that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out. And I remember Ignace saying that he'd just been lost to the world of Zelda for weeks. And it's interesting because sometime last year, Zelda came to our house, and for Christmas Icon got this Zelda manga box set, and we've been reading it recently. And I just remembered just before going live, it was like, oh yeah, Ignace is into Zelda too. Alright, there's really interesting stuff going in here with the glasses frames and these shapes and the highlights, and it's like, what's going on? But when things get confusing, sometimes it's good just to draw what you see. And if you're able to see and like isolate shadow shapes and you just focus on those shapes, then just draw those, even if you don't entirely understand what you're looking at. You may understand, I'm sure you're all very clever, and you understand that these are transparent plastic glasses which do interesting things with the light and the shadows behind. But it's not as simple as solid black frames would be, for example, because there's all sorts of stuff going on in there, but that makes it really cool and interesting to look at and interesting to draw. Oh, 6 minutes is up. Put that on again, see where we go. Wolverine, nice pink hand, hello. So I was asking yesterday, but I'm not sure anyone answered. Um, what kind of? Oh no, Leah did. That was. Yeah, I was just going to say what from drawing along the past couple of weeks. What kind of insights or thoughts have people had about pure line? Yesterday was really interesting. Also in mentorship calls, as I mentioned yesterday, we really were talking about just stopping at the line. There's this, I understand this like itching desire to just go rendering, but it's such an interesting exercise just to look at the line and focus on how can we um, in this most reduced manner. Although here there's plenty to draw, even just at the line. But how can we just like keep it really reduced and make it as clear as possible in this reduced manner before things start to get busy with hatching and shading and rendering and stuff. And I feel like this would be potentially preparing something which would be just so much fun to feel some shadow into. And I'm imagining like watercolor, you could just fill in all of these shadow shapes which are outlined and defined here, just like flood them with watercolor. I think that would be really fun to do. Or an ink wash, or with some really cool hatching. So many ways to go about it, but just the shadow shapes in this reference are just so much fun. Are there any Zelda fans? Are people familiar with the Zelda universe? So interestingly, Icon has this box set of Zelda comics and their mangas, and they all have distinctly different styles. Like some of them are super cute, and some are like serious, and they're it's interesting to see this world described in different ways of being kind of adorable and humorous or being super serious, and with like the accompanying visual style, and also some of the characters and some of these key places that keep repeating in the stories, but each time they're a bit different. It's like this story world exists in many different flavors, and the story's not always the same. The characters keep coming back, but there's like real commonality, and they belong together, but they're all distinctly different, which is really interesting. That from story to story, which I guess originally was from game to game, that there are these differences, but still somehow all belonging together. Really interesting. So this is almost like I feel like this uniform initial line, like this would be almost the point to be like, yeah, this is enough. This is almost 12 minutes. Put all these shapes down, and then now could like adding to it with the values, like some way. There are so many different ways we could fill in on the values, and whatever material, whatever tool that we use would influence and determine the possible outcome. And so this is a really interesting state. I feel like this pure line state from here, just somehow there's a lot kind of set now. A lot of decisions have been made, things have been put in place. There's this real kind of clarity and simplicity to what's here. And from here, like just the world of possibilities is just so exciting. And it's interesting to be like, obviously I've been drawing for years and practicing this a lot, but it's to just start with something pretty simple, and then to be, if we can do something brief like this, to then experiment on, do something bold, this is something I've found to be beneficial from practicing with a short time frame, is that I feel like, obviously in terms of years I've invested a lot of time, but I feel like in terms of, I took 12 minutes to do this and I would like splash some paint on without worrying about it too much. And if I did a drawing that took me 2 hours, then I would like be a lot more careful if I were painting into it, onto it. And that there's, both can be really great, but I enjoy the feeling of like freedom, a looseness, that when something, it feels like time-wise a pretty low investment, and then and it may also be something unfinished. Like, you don't have to put in all of the lines. You could just start with something interesting and expand from there. And it's interesting kind of finding our way with these things. Alyssa says, Breath of the Wild was the last game I finished. Cool. Yeah, so before getting into the Tears of the Kingdom world, I can talk to a lot about his friends who are playing Breath of the Wild, which I have not played. But I kind of knew, if I intentionally did not get this game, but then Ulpa got it for him, and which inevitably also led to me playing it. And it's a pretty immersive world, and I have fond memories of Majora's Mask and the Ocarina of Time, and also earlier Zelda games. I think I'm going to leave this. I would really like to add some more weight and definition to some of it, like kind of like, whoops, my iPad just about to slide off the easel, like in this one over here. But as I mentioned, I'm about to jump on a call, which I'm very much looking forward to. Hello, Linda. Welcome to the end of this live stream. You can watch the replay. We're drawing Ignis today. I'm gonna leave it at that, so that I have a moment to collect myself. Although I do feel quite collected now. It was a pleasure drawing with you. I was feeling so tired before I got here, but just being able to focus and be present with Ignis's wonderful face. This is interesting. I feel like there's so much more to do, but there's just so many presents, so many gifts in this reference, so many cool shapes and cool stuff to draw from. So tag me and Ignis. Just one of my favorite Instagram usernames, I think. Red Panda's Inflated Ego. And the Discord server link, I put it up in the top of the stories. It's in the description, and I'll give it to you right now as well. You can now put drawing hand emojis in the chat because we've made it to the end. And I appreciate it so much. Some of you joined for the end, but for those of you who made it all the way through, so cool. Thank you so much. I enjoy the opportunity to draw together, and we do this every day. So come back tomorrow. And not next week. That's not true. The week after next week, there'll be another Drawn Together show, which is very exciting. Really looking forward to that. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful evening. I can't wait to see your drawings. I always love seeing your drawings. So if you share them and tag me on Instagram, I love resharing them. And also the Discord server is a great place to put them in. The views and the likes are perhaps a lower number than on Instagram, perhaps not. But it's a very focused and a wonderful group, and it's a really nice place to share. In addition to Instagram, it's there's a wonderful sense of community and possibility there, and it's really great to see everyone's work that gets shared there. So thank you very much. We'll be here again, same time tomorrow. Look at all those drawing hands. Thank you, Beata, Kiki, Alyssa, Beth, Ingrid, Lewis, Linda, Rachel, Maya, Ulverine. You're also great. Even those who haven't drawn drawing hands, you're also great. It's super fun hanging out and drawing with you. And thanks once again to Ignas. Lucas says drawing hand. That is also very good. Much appreciated, drawing hand. Cool. Thanks everyone. See you.